Yo, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Randi Rossario, and we are here live in Detroit with Let's Rant About It Live. Detroit, make some noise. We just gave away a whole bunch of facials from Ijolu and some lip gloss. Y'all had a good time with that?
Yeah, I know it.
Y'all was twerking and stuff? Okay, so listen, this episode right here, we're going straight to getting the questions asked from the audience. Crew, how y'all feel about that?
I'm good with it.
Y'all smooth?
Real good.
Let's go.
Oh, I didn't introduce you.
Thank you.
You guys, y'all make some noise for Rico Hundo.
My boy.
Hundo.
That was mad whack. I need some more noise, please. 1, 2, 3. Make some noise for me, please.
Yeah.
That was
better.
mad whack. It's crazy.
I
All right, let's
appreciate
get right to the questions. Are we ready? Let's get it.
How y'all doing? My name is Justin. I had a question. Pretty much, I wanted to know if the co-parents are like fighting and everything, should that have an influence on like me seeing the kids, or should we just keep it together for the kids?
If the co-parents are fighting, should that have an influence on whether one parent should see the kids, or should they be able to be mature enough to actually work through it? I'm going to take that question straight to Chulo. If you are beefing with your baby mama, should you not be able to see your child anymore?
Nah, that's childish. That's childish in itself, you know? That bond right there, you have to nurture that. You have to nurture that. You can't be in the way, because most people be putting their immature emotions before the children. That's why children normally 9 times out of 10 ain't even for, the situation. People didn't have children intentionally. Yeah. You can tell within their actions, because if you did, you would say, nah, nothing is gonna stop you from seeing your child, no matter how much I'm beefing with you, no matter how much I really don't like you. I'm gonna set up an environment where you and that child can spend time together, especially if it's like that for real, Go ahead, let them do their thing.
But why are y'all talking like that usually happens on the man's side?
I was about to, can I?
Men don't prevent the mother of the child from seeing the child.
Can I say
That
it?
doesn't happen.
Let me say it.
So when you speak to that, speak specifically to the women that are weaponizing a child, using a child and using it as a weapon against the man that they no longer are with. Speak to it specifically.
I will say this. I think more often
Mic
than
check,
not,
mic.
the person that's standing in the way of that other parental relationship is the mom. And I think what happens in the situation often is, because the woman carries the baby, we feel like that's my baby.
No.
But what I need y'all to understand is that's that daddy's baby too.
Yeah,
And as much as it hurt, let me get this out, because I'm on y'all side right now. As much as it hurt, as much as the pain of it not working out, you didn't carry that person's child and extend his lineage for y'all not to be together. I get that. I can understand how that's heartbreaking. I really can. You have to put your ego aside and let your kids win in life. Yeah. You don't want your kids to have the same experiences that you had. So if you standing in the way of your child actually knowing their father, getting to build a relationship with their father, letting their father be a father, it's time for you to look in the mirror and do some self-reflection.
And fellas, you got to start knowing that these are really your kids, all right? Look at it like a Coke machine, all right? You put a quarter in, and that Coke come out, it's your Coke. If you put a baby in her and it come out, that's your baby. So y'all need to start getting down to these courthouses before they do.
Well,
I'll say this too.
I'm trying to one thing I never see, is very rare. When the parents break up and they go their separate ways, fathers never take the kids. They always, most of the time, end up with the mom. So when certain situations or certain things happen, men really do leave the ball in the women's court, because they don't really step up to do much. They allow the women to take on majority of the load. They allow her to do majority of the work, and then want to jump in and make executive decisions when they're not even there while everything is going on. So that could cause all types of issues. You shaking your head, Anton, but it's true. These men don't want to raise these kids. They leave it for the
let's take
women
it to
to
Rico
do.
real quick. Rico, what you think?
Well, it's not what I think. It's actually what I know.
Hold the fuck up.
I know that only 18% of men win custody of their children. And I know that over 50% of men fight for their children. So when I can tell you that 1 out of 2 fathers are actually fighting for their child, I'm going to say I strongly disagree that they're not there for that child. But I will also say that systematically it's set up for us to lose, specifically in our community, against our child, to win over our child. So my problem with this all is, when a woman, specifically speaking, if I go by numerics, is 72% of women that are actually winning the custodial rights of their child, of that percentage, they're actually willingly allowing their child to suffer by not have that father in their life if they're playing that game.
Yep.
And my issue with it all is a lot of women think that they're okay because they didn't have that experience with their father, so they think that their child is okay. But you said let them look in the mirror. They haven't understood the mirror. They don't even understand where their flaws are coming from. And they're automatically allowing those flaws to be instilled in their kid as a kid.
Can I tell you the truth, though? Can I tell you the truth? He was done. He was done. I let him finish. He landed the plane. Relax, niggas. I think the issue with a lot of people that are broken is, and you know what's crazy about this? I was just talking to my twin over there in the audience about this recently, a couple days ago actually. I own my shit. I can look at situations from when I was younger or from right now and say, you know what, dang, I ain't have to really spaz out on them like that and crash out or fight. Or I was overstimulating the situation. It really wasn't that I was angry. A lot of people can't look in that mirror and say, you know what, I be fucking up. People will look in that mirror and they'll see an ego reflection and be like, oh no, I'm good. It's all that nigga fucking up. He keep dropping the ball. He lost a good thing. He lost out. No, he didn't lose out on anything, baby. You got some work to do. He left for a reason.
Was never there for a reason.
Absolutely.
He didn't commit for a
Now,
reason.
to be clear, that's not me giving a pass to no hoe-ass nigga that's not raising his child, because that's weak as hell, and you will never be a man, and you will never be blessed. However, it's a lot of you women that are standing in the way of the men and being fathers, and y'all got to sit the fuck down. I know. Oh, it's only 2 claps for that shit. I
That's
bet.
right.
I bet. Let's get to this next question. We got another question over here. Let's get to it.
Hey guys, I'm
Hey, girl.
Lauren, and I go by Access Lauren, and I have 2 questions. My first question is for Anton. First and foremost, I just want to say I respect you so much for being in a marriage 20 years plus. That's amazing. As a mother of 3 sons from a 13-year relationship that did not work out, I want to know, I'm not sure if you have a daughter, but if you had a daughter, and she accidentally messed up and she ended up having a child out of wedlock and she didn't end up with that guy, and you know it didn't work out. Do you feel like she deserves love still? Do you feel like she still deserves to have a situation?
If your daughter made a mistake and had a baby out of wedlock, do she still deserve love?
You make a mistake.
Does
So, no. I'm going to answer the question, and I'm going to get a context. All right? No.
Thank you.
No.
Okay. She don't get a pass?
She don't get a pass. Absolutely not.
Are you helping with the baby?
No.
You gonna love on the baby?
That's crazy.
No, she
That's
needs
count.
to.
That's
She,
count.
no,
When
it's
he
not
see that
cap.
grandchild, he gonna
Yeah,
help
that's
her with
count.
that
That's
baby.
count.
That's
He's
for
a
sure
good
cap.
guy.
I'm trying to tell
He's
you.
a great guy.
Listen.
Okay.
I teach my daughter that, first of all, I don't believe in dating. I'm not going to talk about that yet. However, I teach my daughter that, for example, when she gets married, you got to cleave to the person that you with. Ain't no mistakes. You smart. I taught you well. You didn't make a mistake and have a kid out of wedlock. You opened up your legs to somebody you shouldn't have been with in the first place. You got to be responsible for that. You got to own that. You have to own that. And more importantly, I have to ask you, why are you not with him? Why did you leave? Go. If he was good enough to open up your legs to, that's your husband.
What about
Hey,
if he
That
leaves?
thing was thumping. It wasn't
about
that he
if he
was
leave,
good
bro?
enough. It was just
What if
I
she
was
say? What if she
ovulating,
say,
Dad.
Daddy, when I first met him, he was everything that he was supposed to be, but after I had this kid, down the line, now all of a sudden he putting his hands on me. You gonna tell her to stay through that?
Well, first of all, I don't believe her because she went against what I taught her in the first place.
You don't believe her.
And that she should have got married before she carried. And if she got married before she carried, that mean I would have been able to vet that man out too. So
Meanwhile, this
it's-
nigga.
it's
put
So
his
what if she
hands
married
on
him?
There's too
me.
many layers, and this is the reason why you need a community. A community is not there to raise your child.
Preventative.
A community was there to help you vet through the bad decisions that you was gonna
Facts.
make before you had a child. So I don't believe in excuses. I believe in ownership and accountability. I don't believe in that shit.
But as a man,
So to answer your question, no, I don't think you deserve any better.
as a man,
Oh, shit.
As a man, I can say
And I love you.
As a man, I can say I made
I
mistakes.
rock with you.
Rico, what you saying?
As a man, I can say I made mistakes in my discernment, right? I wasn't always perfect in my discernment, nor do I expect anybody to be perfect in the discernment. And in fact, at pivotal times, you can actually be imperfect when you need it to be perfect the most. So when it comes to a man vetting, and I have a daughter myself, so when it comes to a man vetting the daughter's boyfriend or husband, whatever it may be, you don't know who that person will turn out to be 10 years down the line. There's a lot of people, first of all, a lot of these marriages don't fail until after a 7-year mark, right? So when they fail after the 7-year mark, they usually been together for some time before that. So if I just hypothetically say they had a decade in, the same person I am at 25 is not the same person I am at 35, right? And unfortunately, some men and women can go backwards.
That's a fact.
So with that being said, does she deserve love? In my opinion, is yes, she always deserves love.
Of course.
But at the same time, she needs to understand what she missed out, which allowed her to rob herself of having real love in a real relationship.
No, she deserved love from that dude who she married. That's where it stop at.
But what if he don't give it?
Why y'all don't believe in breaking up?
No,
Why
it's-
y'all don't believe in leaving bad
Listen,
situations?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because when that's an option, you will always go to it. I got married knowing that I'd never not get married, that I'd never get divorced. So guess what? It ain't no choice but to work it out and see through it.
So 2K,
But when you got them options on the table, you tend to utilize.
2K in real life, I'm married too. Them options not on the table for me. But I'm telling you this, and it's the frivolous bullshit can't make me leave my husband. But I'm looking you in your face right now and tell you, if that man decided to start putting my head, knocking my head between the washer and the dryer, I might be the fuck out of there, bro.
And if you love me, you a duck.
If I love you, I what?
He's saying you a thug it out, sounding crazy as hell.
Thug it, hell no, bro.
Hey, you need to get that defense up.
Because
I don't-
eight times out of 10, it ain't the man that's going through the domestic violence. Like, I'm not going to say women don't put their hands on men, but these men, they change.
No, y'all using extreme situations.
Absolutely.
That's not.
When-
You gotta use
that happens
extreme-
so much more than what you think it do.
If he putting his hands on you, then it wasn't the first time before you had a kid with him.
Facts.
It is true.
Facts.
All right,
Listen, listen.
that's
It's
fair.
funny how y'all women intuition only work when it's time to leave.
I told you my
It never
intuition
wor-
never works. It's anxiety.
It never worked before you opened up your legs to him. So your intuition ain't work, and your vetting process ain't work, and none of that stuff worked until afterwards. Until you
No,
was ready
to be
to
fair,
No.
they do be ignoring red flags. I
You
give
know
that.
y'all ignore
I give you
red
that.
flags.
Okay, you won. What's your other question, Bookie?
All right. Is it necessary for dads to be physically present, or can we make it work some other way? So, can we keep the holiday spirit without everyone under the same roof?
Is it
No.
necessary for dads to help raise their children, or can you do it alone? Look at my lips. Fuck no, you can't do it alone. That's why this world's so fucked up right now. We got emotional, sensitive ass, over the top ass dudes, and we got women who don't know how to be submissive wives. That's why we're so fucked up now. No, we need dads and moms in the household.
Yeah.
Period.
I agree. You need the dad in there.
What?
Cap.
Who the fuck boosts to saying you need to have two parents? What type of nigga is you? Oh, you come from a sing.
Well, damn.
She said a weak one? Oh, shit. His girl up here with him. I hope you can fight. Lace him up. Okay, so what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think we need to have two-parent households, or can a woman figure it out on her own?
Nah, but listen.
She definitely needs help. Definitely.
Yeah, like the examples that's come day in and day out just by watching is something in itself. So it's easy to say, hey, you treat a man like this, this, and this. But if you ain't got no examples of it, then you can't do so. You ain't never seen it. My daddy was an episode of the Cosby's, so I thought that's how I was supposed to live life for a long time. But when I got out here, I had to learn the hard way. So yeah, he need to be in the house.
What about you, Anton? Do you think that that you can raise a child on your own without having your wife there?
All right, well, now I got to tell you the truth, since you really want to get there. I think that's why the majority of these guys is gay.
Oop.
Honest to God.
Those views are
I'm-
100% Anton Daniels,
No,
and none of us rant about it.
It's 100% me. I think that it's a lot of son husbands. Y'all selfish because now you're raising a son to be able to replace the man that you should have been with.
He not wrong
So
about that.
what happens is that man grows up, he'll never tell you, but he resent the fact that he has to replace the husband and be the man of the house early, which he never really understood what it took to be a man. So now he operates out of his emotions and his femininity, which then leads to homosexuality. The reality is that, no. We got more men now that make emotional decisions versus logic. Every day.
If that man
And
turned gay, his
I
ass
see
been
a
gay.
lot of guys. It's a lot of guys out here that act like they mama. They don't act like they father.
I don't think it turns them to homosexuality, but
It
I do
does.
think that it makes them very emotional. I
Very
know a lot of
emotional,
dudes out here
very
that crash
emotional.
out and don't know how to lead,
That's a
but be
fact.
upset as fuck that a woman won't submit to them.
You
How can I
cannot
submit
teach-
to you when you've never seen true leadership to know actually
Right,
how to
you ain't-
lead
you
a
ain't taking
woman?
care
Y'all keep.
How can I submit to you when whenever something goes wrong with me and I try to express myself to you, you want to match energy and give me bitchness back? How can I submit to you when every time I try to talk to you about something new, it's you trying to just throw off, oh, well, you made me mad when you did this. Nigga, we can't grow and be together in that way. It's impossible. It's two feminine energies. And a lot of times what's going on with a lot of women we don't want to talk about, a lot of women energy going masculine because there's so much bitch assness out here that we have to be masculine in situations.
And every
You
time,
can't
you
say
already
y'all,
know.
baby, because I'm not a single parent raising no boys, baby. It's a woman and a man in my household with good ass energy raising up my boys, Bookie.
Come on.
Y'all
Yeah,
gonna listen
Bookie.
to
You know that.
Randy, and y'all gonna crash out.
Fact.
The fact of the matter is,
Y'all listen to Anton
it's
and
a
y'all
lot-
ain't gonna never get no
it's a-
pussy.
That's cool. We got Tesla robots coming. The fact of the
I
matter
heard
is,
it ain't got a coochie yet.
the fact of the matter is, no woman can truly teach a man how to be a man. No matter what
Absolute
you
fact.
I
say,
agree.
no matter how you
I
frame
agree.
it,
I have my son 15, and
you cannot teach him how to be a man. You don't even know what it. Cause see, the men have to suffer. They have to learn how to fail in controlled environments. You can't raise your daughters with the same mindset that you're raising your sons with. And a lot of times they're raising them to be equal. They're not raising them to be men.
And with all due respect to Crystal, you raised your son to be the perfect man for you.
no, I didn't. That part you're wrong on.
Can I take it to let me take it to Rico because he been sitting here, his chest getting big, holding
I
in what
almost
he
threw the
got to
mic.
say.
I'll be
just-
honest. I was about to walk
all right,
off.
cool. What you got to say, big dog?
Although I do agree, I think that we also have to understand something, Randy.
What?
A two-parent household is not good enough when the man is just as much as a woman as the woman.
I said that.
But wait, because we gotta touch on the fact that a lot of women are marrying and procreating with women as men. So they have this little boy has a two-parent household, but he has a bitch-ass father.
Facts.
So for me, it's more than the two-parent household. It's about what a man really is.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about essence and boundaries. A man can make money, but if money makes the man, that's still not a man, sweetheart. But if the man is a man without the money, and a man is a man with the money, then he could raise an actual boy to become a man.
Talk your shit, Rick.
But that's my thing. So like we have a lot of men nowadays who think that they're a man because of financial establishment, and you're still a boy. You're just a boy, and you've been accepted by the woman that married you or is with you. So that doesn't make you qualified to raise another boy and to become a man because it's a hard ass job.
Listen, you
He's
cooked with that
wrong.
one. Y'all, ooh, ooh.
He's wrong.
Ooh, ooh.
10 times out of 10, he's wrong. And usually what happens is that shaming language because a woman doesn't know her place and she doesn't know how to play her role. And that's what happens when you got people that sit here and say they want partnerships instead of saying I want to be in a marriage. It's too many partnerships and it's too many women that think that they know what it takes to even identify what a husband is, and y'all don't know. Y'all genuinely don't know. So you marrying somebody or you chasing somebody based off of what you missed because you're seeking a father. And then you want to call him a bitch when you don't necessarily agree with him because you're too masculine. That does not mean he's not a man. And just because a man does not always exert himself does not mean that he's not a man. It just
Yes,
means
the fuck
it
it
means
does.
that
But
he's
didn't you just
enduring.
call these niggas
It
gay?
means that he's enduring through a circumstance that's not ideal because he understands that it's best for the child, and that's why you get most women that walk away exponentially versus men that are willing to endure. Men love harder than women. They love way harder than women. They love harder than women.
I ain't
That's
never
why
seen-
when we get cheated on, we broken. We love you even through your dumbass shit that you do. We overlook everything that's wrong with you in order to endure with you.
let's get to the
But
next
you
question.
only get a man
Hold
one
on,
time like
gonna,
that.
We're going to get to the next
A
question.
man is
let
only
no
like
guy
that
tell
one
you who
time,
you
though.
are.
Wait.
After that, they turn into a straight dog.
One thing I want to say is it's important to understand that only a man can define a man. Right? So as a man, if a man is a man idealistically to society for the general perspective, then he can be the one to decide what a man is. Right? So it's not necessarily the situation in the household, because the only reason why 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10 that woman is disrespecting you is because your circle disrespects you. And if I watch your circle disrespect you, why the fuck would I respect you?
Okay, Green Hoodie, what's your question? You ate down, what's that?
What's up? My name is Don Ye. And
Where you from? Talking about what's up?
What up, though?
There you go.
And my name's Don Ye, and the question I got is, for those who are scared to date outside of what they're accustomed to, that hasn't worked out in the past, what's the first step they should take for like something new, or is it like a mentality shift they should do? Should they find new people or be in new spaces to make things work?
Chulo, I want to send that over to you. So for those that are stepping outside of dating their type, and they want to get comfortable outside dating their type, how can they go about doing that?
Stop being afraid, man up at first. That was me. Dating outside the culture because I was afraid of accountability. And 9 times out of 10, a black woman is gonna hold you accountable for your bullshit, and you run away from that or whatever. And that was the case for me, until I actually got one, and then everything else changed.
Oh, you used to like white girls?
No, Spanish.
Latinos?
Yeah.
Latinas.
Papi chulo,
Papi Chulo, come on now.
Yeah. But yeah, everything changed
How
after
you
that.
gonna tell me Latina and my last name Rosario? Nigga, I know. You
Yeah,
gonna see
but
this drink in my
everything
hand,
changed.
nigga?
Everything changed.
Okay, so you changed. What made you change, though? What made you change that? What made you say, this shit ain't working, I need to go figure something else out?
Because I realized it was only the fear, the fear of being accountable of anything that I had going on, Like if I wasn't doing enough, I want you to tell me like, yo, hey, this could be better. In a way. Tell
What
me
kind
in
of
a way.
Latinas was you dating? Because all my cousins will cuss you the fuck out.
That's
They
the
back
issue.
there laughing.
Nah,
They spicy.
it depends on who you is. It depends
Okay.
on who you are. Certain people ain't gonna tell you about yourself if they like you that much.
Okay. Anton, I want you to answer that question. In regards from a man that's married and have been married for more than 2 decades, he's looking to step outside of dating women that are Instagram baddies, and now he wants to date. He wants a
I can't answer
queen.
this question because I don't believe in dating.
Ooh.
I can.
All right, 2K, come on.
No, just be yourself, bro. Focus on the money, and they gonna come after that. No, seriously, birds love bread. I promise.
Birds love bread.
Yeah, it's a lot
That's a
of
hell of a line. I'm not even mad at it, honestly, because we do. Nigga! What you need, baby girl? What's going on with your sunglasses, with your cool ass?
Oh, thank you. Hey, my name is Randi. Hey, Randi.
No, the fuck it ain't.
It really is with 2 E's, though. No.
Okay, all right,
You
spell
know
it
what
out
I'm saying?
then.
No, I'm
Spell
gonna
it out.
It's with 2
Spell it
E's.
out. I was about to be mad as
You know,
fuck.
a big D, too, but it's okay. That's how I spell it. It's
Why
okay.
would I
That's
be
all
mad
good.
about a name? I'm crazy. Okay, come on.
So my question is there such thing as a universal type, or is that just some kind of shit myth we tell ourselves? Should we be like, oh, this is the type of man I'm looking for, this is what it should be, this should be my type, and then are we like ultimately limiting ourselves?
Why you looking for a man? I think, don't the Bible say a man who found a wife has found a good thing?
Here you go quoting some shit you don't believe
Nah,
in
I'm
again. But
saying.
you right.
So-
He ain't wrong.
The man's supposed to find you.
The sperm swim to the egg, sis.
I think that's how it goes.
Yeah, no, I don't like when you make sense, nigga. Go ahead,
what
Crystal.
she said makes sense though. Like
What you mean?
not saying that is right, but she said, is it a such thing as a universal type? You have a lot of women who say, I want a man that got money, status, successful. You want all these things from this man. I want him to be respectful. I want him to court me. I want him to do
Fly.
this. I want him to do that. This is, in most women, this is what they want. But then when Anton will come in and say, are you that woman that deserves that? Now, I agree
You
with
learning.
that.
You learning.
You learning is wild.
Are you? No, but I'm just saying, like, are you that woman that deserves that? It take a lot of
I'm
healing.
teaching them.
No,
I'm teaching.
he
them.
ain't always wrong. I'm gonna put it like this. I
I'm
may not
teaching
like the
them.
way that he put it
I'm
out there,
teaching
but
them
he's
is
not
crazy.
always wrong. Shut up. No, but we want a lot.
Yeah.
We have a lot of things on our list, but then we're not the type of woman that type of man.
Let me give you a solid ass, real ass answer. A lot of times that universal type appeases the white gaze. It's the black person that's gonna be acceptable. Your standards of what you like have been told to you. You didn't set the standard of what you didn't set the standard of what you got on right now. You're a consumer. All of us are. All of us are. So that goes also to who you're dating, who you want to open your legs up to, because the songs have told you who to date. What they tell you, I need a soldier. So what you dated? Bad street niggas. And what happened? You got your heart played with. So yes, there is a universal type, but I hope we all grow the fuck up so we can actually learn what we like, what we want in a mate, opposed to asking our friends, well, girl, what you think a man needs to be like? Oh, girl, what you think? Because in reality, what she wants and what she requires out of a man is not going to be the same as what I want and what I require out of a man, because I'm a different person. And that's absolutely okay. Make a list. Go ahead and make you a list. What is it that you like outside of looks? What is it that you expect outside of finances? And go for that list. Stop worrying about, oh, he got to be 6'5", he got to make 100K, because 100K ain't shit in real life, okay?
Not with kids, I tell you. But
Listen,
here's my
man,
thing, though.
listen.
The thing with universal type, and I love what you said, Randy. I just don't all the way align with it, because a universal type is based on foundation. So if I say, okay, the odds of being successful or having a stable life is to go to college and get a degree. It don't matter what country you go to, that is the odds, and those odds are actually typically in your favor. So I believe a universal type is based on the foundation of proven concept. Now, are there exceptions to the rule? Of course. There will always be. But a universal type is to actually give you some type of foundation of what to look for, which will also alleviate you from suffering from the red flags when you try to go outside of that.
That's a mature-ass response, but a universal type can also be that one nigga in the hood that's getting money, and every bitch say, you know what, that's going to be my nigga right there, because he's the one that he's in charge, he's the leader, he the one got the bag, and that's the one I want. So it really depends on your environment and where you at. Let's get to the next question so we can have time to actually answer it. Baby girl, what's your question? Your outfit cute.
Thank you. So I've been married for 9 years now.
Amen.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's crazy nowadays with marriage. What are the benefits of being married, and how do you get to 20 years?
So that's to me specifically? Yeah. All right, so I'll give you y'all my rule of thumb.
I'm only 20, so I ain't been married 20 years.
No, I'm going to give you my rule of thumb. The first part is, I think that people focus on the thing that they like about each other, and so they don't really take into consideration what you're willing to endure through.
Facts.
Because everybody like each other when everything goes well, but what happens when the money runs out, right? What happens when she have a baby and she don't feel like herself? So my biggest thing is, I've always had 2 rules. Number 1, I'm never going to force you to be anywhere you don't want to be, so you're going to have to want to be here. That's number 1. The second rule is, I'm going to focus 98% of my time on the thing that I like about you. I'm not trying to change you. I'm going to spend 1 to 2% of my energy on trying to fix whatever it is that we got going on, and I'm going to spend the other 98, 99% of my time on the thing that I really, really like about you. And everything else makes sense. Everything works out. Everything is going to be cool. Y'all just got to stop making mountains out of molehills and turning small arguments into big things. Right. And here's another thing. Leave everybody out of your relationship. Stop telling everybody what's going on in your life. Stop advertising your man's D to your homegirl. Stop telling all of your business to your mama, because you going to make up with him and she going to still hate him.
That's true.
Stop listening to social media. They don't know shit.
Facts.
Stop watching them relationship podcasts and don't give a fuck about you.
And the biggest thing is, you have to genuinely focus on the thing that you like about them, not what everybody else is telling you about them. That's the key to being successful. And take it one day at a time. It ain't about 20 years. It's about what tomorrow is going to bring. I only focus on having a phenomenal time today. That's it. I don't care about what happened yesterday or today.
Yeah, I know that's right. What about you, 2K? You've been together. You've been with your wife for like 10 years, right?
Nah, what, 12?
Okay, you better correct me then. Shoot, he said no. I didn't put about 2 more years in, Bookie. Yeah, what's your advice on being successful in a relationship?
Man, honestly, man, don't be scared to be resilient. Sometimes y'all fight. Sometimes you gotta love through it, bro. Everything won't be easy. Everything won't be perfect. Keep going for each other, and you'll be all right.
I agree with that. This is my little 2 cents to it. I do think that women make a lot of situations mountains out of molehills or molepaws, whatever the fuck it's called. I think that y'all can control that, though. If y'all just give us a little forehead kiss and say, baby, it's going to be okay. A lot of times it don't be us. It be our anxiety of wondering, okay, if we have this argument and you're saying, hey, we're going to talk about it later, is it going to really be a later? You might leave like the last nigga left. It's be a lot of PTSD and anxiety going on with some people. So I think that, you know, give her a little bit of grace, give her a little bit of kiss on the forehead and let her know, baby, I'm here with you. I'm your partner. I'm not your problem, okay? A lot of times we be looking at our partner like they're the problem, and the problem is the problem, not our partner. So you attack the problem, you don't attack your partner. You feel me? Why y'all ain't snap to that shit? That was some good shit. Y'all see this drink 1/3 gone. That Puerto Rican side about to come out real good. Y'all better stop playing with me.
You in rare form. I actually agree with you. Shit.
We've been talking for an hour and a half. We got to agree on something, nigga.
I believe everybody just need to define roles. You know, if you have a role in a relationship, play that role to the T. You feel me? Say, hey, just work on strengthening your role, and I'm going to work on strengthening mine, and that's how you be. You know what I'm saying? I've been with mine for 12 years. You know, we amassed $30 million together and everything just because we had clear roles. Do this, I do this, and we're going to figure out the rest of the shit later.
I know that's right.
And the exclusive tip for the women, look, y'all don't know how much better y'all look when y'all top lip and y'all bottom lip touch. I promise. Y'all should do that more often. And y'all
You don't know how much better you look when you hand over your credit card. Detroit, make some noise. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Rant About It. Y'all get home safe. We're going to wrap this up. Thank you.